Ha 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 ha. My boy. You should have seen it. Chengzhen's face was like a painter's palette. Turning green, then white. Those Donglin cowards were shaking so hard their knees buckled. Nearly pissing themselves right then and there. How many years has it been? This old servant hasn't held his head this high in ages. Father. This is only the beginning. For the next step, I need something from you. From now on, with this medallion, you can deploy anyone from the Eastern Depot or the Brigade Guard as you see fit. If you don't mind me asking, what do you need this thing for? To raise funds, hoard grain, and train troops. This capital is an iron cage. Staying trapped here means certain death sooner or later. If we want to survive, we must have the raw power to flip the board ourselves. Unit Commander. Empress Zhong sent word. She demands young master's presence in the palace to discuss state matters. Don't panic, son. I'll have the Brigade Guard watch you in secret the entire time. If you haven't stepped out of that hall within half an incense stick, I'll storm the palace myself to bring you back. So, you are the godson Lord Wei recently took in? Quite handsome, aren't you? Wei Feng pays his respects to your majesty. How dare you not kneel in my presence? Is this how Lord Wei taught you your place? Your majesty, let us speak plainly. In this freezing cold weather, you surely didn't summon me just to teach me royal etiquette. A few days ago, Li Sandao and 2 head eunuchs drowned in the palace well. Wei Yongxian claims they lost their footing while drawing water in the middle of the night. That lie wouldn't even fool a 3-year-old. The day you were supposedly castrated. An old eunuch from my palace saw it with his own eyes. Liu Wenping rushed into the purification chamber. And in less than 15 minutes, he carried you right back out. Less than half an incense stick from start to finish. Not even enough time to boil a basin of water. Wei Feng. You were never castrated at all. Were you? Don't fret. Whether this secret gets out depends entirely on how sensible you are. From this day forth, you will be my eyes inside the Eastern Depot. Do as I say obediently. And once Wei Yongxian falls, I will not only spare your life, his very position might just become yours. How insolent! Guilty of a crime worthy of beheading. Yet you dare look at me with such disrespect. Your Majesty certainly has grand ambitions. You can barely protect your own neck. Yet you have the leisure to plan an escape route for me? Absurd. You dare mock me. I am the late Emperor's legitimate Empress. Why would my royal brother-in-law ever move against me? You rule the inner palace with an iron fist. And the entire Donglin faction treats you as their final lifeline. The young emperor has just ascended the throne, only to find himself overshadowed by an overbearing sister-in-law. Guess what happens if he finds out? You are trying to seize control of the Eastern Depot? Won't he have nightmares of you becoming another Wuzichin, ruling from behind the curtain? An emperor loathes nothing more than sharing power. He has long been on guard against you. If you don't believe me, look around this palace. How many familiar faces? Do you even recognize any more? He replaced them all in secret long ago. Even if it offends the Emperor, I will still eradicate. Every last one of them, replaced. Even if it offends the Emperor, I will wipe out every last traitorous eunuch among you. Your Majesty truly is righteous and self-sacrificing. I just wonder if the 100+ souls of the Count of Taikang's household share that same noble resolve? If your Majesty wishes to expose me, go right ahead. My father just secured a massive fortune to save the Emperor's treasury. Do you think the Emperor, upon learning this, will execute my father? Or realize that your Majesty's hands have reached far too deep into his court? Weigh your choices very carefully, your Majesty. Speak. What do you want? I want your Majesty to be my eyes and ears inside the palace, deflecting unnecessary trouble away from us. In return, we will settle the mess surrounding the Count of Taikang and ensure your family's businesses in Jiangnan remain protected. You want me to roll in the mud with eunuch scum? In your dreams. Think clearly, your Majesty. In this entire court, besides us, who can actually get things done? Are you relying on that useless Donglin mob? Those pedantic scholars who do nothing but flap their gums. As long as you cooperate, the title of Empress Dowager will forever be yours. Not only will no one dare cross you in the harem, even the Emperor himself will have to treat you with absolute respect. Fine. I will assist you. But if a single hair on the Zhong family is harmed, I will drag all your filthy secrets into the light of day. I'll give it the time it takes for a cup of tea. If they still don't release him, don't blame this old servant for offending Her Majesty. Father, this is no place to talk. Let's head back first. That woman didn't make things difficult for you, did she? So, Zhongyang is officially one of us now. Brilliant! A masterpiece of a move. With Zhongyang covering our backs, the Zhong family won't truly side with Donglin to destroy us. And whatever moves the Emperor makes, we'll be the first to know. Who would have thought? That quiet, stiff old bastard Zhongguoji looked harmless on the outside, yet lined his pockets so ruthlessly in the dark. Father, the inner palace is temporarily neutralized, but the real war in the court has barely begun. Li Biao and Shui Guoguan were merely pawns. The true roots of the Donglin faction run deep into Jiangnan. That's exactly what's giving me a migraine. Even though we squeezed a fair sum of silver out of them, it's a drop in the ocean compared to what's needed. The Emperor doesn't truly trust us, and Donglin will counterattack at any second. At morning court tomorrow, the spit from those old foxes could drown me alive. If we can't out-argue them in court, we change the battlefield. Those shameless hypocrites. If they stage theatrical martyrdom in front of the throne, His Majesty will be backed into a corner and forced to yield, since that road is a dead end. We take another path entirely. Flip the entire table on them. I know these 3 native banks inside out. This one is the largest in the capital, run by a manager named Su. He knows how to play by the rules. Why are you watching them? Father, do you honestly think this business belongs to a Sioux? He's nothing but an errand boy. Every time famine strikes, they magically acquire hoarded grain from state granaries and sell it back to starving commoners at exorbitant prices. How could a petty merchant pull off such an operation? It's Qianqiani backing him from the shadows, while Vice Minister Hu of Revenue runs predatory loan sharking, driving countless families to their ruin. This has long been an open secret among the people. Father, do you genuinely believe our great Ming is bankrupt? The money exists. It's just not in the imperial treasury. And it's certainly not in the people's hands. It's all stuffing the pockets of corrupt elites and wealthy merchants. So if we want money, we must not squeeze the poor commoners. Those merchant cartels and noble clans are gorged to bursting. A single year of their income could feed the entire empire for 3. If we don't butcher them, who else should we butcher? Son, what's your plan? No more wasting our breath arguing in the Imperial Hall. We cut the ground right out from under them. Rip open their illicit coin pouches completely. When undeniable, ironclad proof is shoved in his face. Even the Emperor will see clearly who the true loyalists are, and who the parasites are. That eunuch dog Wei Zhongxian has lost his damn mind, trying to step on our necks, just to curry favor with the young Emperor. Calm down, cousin. Our accounting books are airtight. Even if the Emperor inspected them in person, he wouldn't find a single shred of evidence. It's not the thief you fear, it's his lingering greed. The Emperor is starved for coin. Now that Wei Zhongxian took down those 2 fools, Li Biao and Shui Guoguan, the Emperor is like a ravenous wolf scenting fresh meat. It's only a matter of time before he targets us. No matter. Tomorrow, I will mobilize the Imperial Academy scholars to protest in the streets. The bigger the uproar, the better. Even if the Emperor desperately wants to protect Wei Zhongxian, he'll have to think twice about inciting public outrage. We do as you say, cousin. This snow is only falling heavier. Grain prices can be jacked up even higher. I'll order the granaries locked tight. Not a single grain goes out. In a few more days, when rice skyrockets from 3 taels to 10 taels a bag, we will not only fill the deficits of past years, we'll make an absolute fortune. The real show is about to begin. A pack of useless, pedantic hypocrites. All their scholarship fed straight to the dogs. I finally managed to scrounge up critical funds through Wei Zhongxian, and they rush in to stir up chaos. If Wei Zhongxian dies, Your Majesty, appease your wrath. You must not act in haste. The most pressing matter is pacifying the imperial scholars. If we leave them freezing outside and ignite a riot among the literati, the catastrophe will be beyond repair. Send word to Wei Zhongxian immediately. He must settle this mess himself. Otherwise, even I will not be able to protect him. This is the final chance I am granting him. Tell him to tread carefully. What? It was 3 taels a bag just yesterday. How is it 5 taels today? Are you trying to drive us all to our graves? What are you shrieking about? You think it's expensive? I think it's expensive too. Where else in the capital can you even buy rice right now? I had to spend a fortune hauling this grain from out of town. This is the only price. Take it or starve. Murder. Someone's been murdered. Filthy peasant. I was sweeping the street, and the blind fool threw herself right into my broom. What the hell does that have to do with me? Get lost, or you'll end up just like her. Shopkeeper? We've just returned from the northern border. My brothers have starved for 5 whole days. Get lost. Out. Where did these filthy grunts crawl out from? Instead of fighting barbarians at the border, you come begging at my door. Let me tell you something. I don't give a damn if you're border guards or imperial regulars. 5 taels a sack. No coin? Then get the hell out. Have some mercy, shopkeeper. We bled and nearly died for the great Ming. Even a handful of grain husks will do. My brother is gravely wounded. He just needs a single bite to survive. Not selling. Get lost. A bunch of worthless freeloaders. You should have died at the frontier. Scram. Don't you dare drop dead in front of my shop. I'd have to pay for your damn coffins. Who are you calling a freeloader? All my brothers died defending the walls of Guangning. Only a few of us barely escaped with our lives. If we hadn't spilled our blood on the front lines, would you even have a cozy shop to sit in today? What are you all standing around for? Beat them. Beat them to death. Folk of the Great Ming, open your eyes. We bled dry for the imperial court. Yet these greedy vultures won't spare us even a mouthful of chaff. They've left us no way to live. Here is 50 taels of silver. Once the deed is done, I will deliver another 50 taels to your family. Rest easy, my lord. I know what must be done. Trading my worthless life to keep my whole family warm and fed. It's worth every bit. He's really dead. Heavens curse them. They beat a war hero to death. We're dead either way. We can't just wait around. Charge, everyone. Seize them all. Anyone who resists, execute on the spot. My lord. What do we do with these old soldiers? They look like they truly crawled out from piles of corpses. What soldiers? All this magistrate sees is a horde of rioting bandits looting in the chaos. Hurry it up. If Lord Qian blames us for this later, I'll have you flogged for dereliction of duty. Hold it. Everyone, stand down. Ah, it is Eunuch Liu. This magistrate is handling official business, arresting a few violent thugs rioting in the streets, to take back for interrogation. If you have no business here, eunuch, please step aside. I'll treat you to tea another day. Official business? I wonder what sort of business the prefect magistrate thinks he's handling. Since this involves border garrison troops, jurisdiction falls strictly under the Southern Brigade Guard. And the Ministry of War is the prefect magistrate overstepping his authority? Or does he simply have no regard for his imperial majesty? You are quite right, eunuch. I acted rashly in my haste. I shall hand these prisoners over to your custody at once.